With 2024 just around the corner, Zillow and Redfin have come out with their annual housing market forecast, and I'm going to break it down for you in this video. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Bern McGovern. I'm a realtor here in beautiful, sunny San Diego. If you get any value out of this, please consider subscribing to my channel as it really gets this video out to more people. Now let's get to it. Every December, Zillow and Redfin puts out their housing market forecasts. Like most real estate forecasts, some years they get it right on the money and some years they are way off, much like their estimates. Zillow's forecast number 1. More homes will hit the market as homeowners accept that mortgage rates aren't falling anytime soon. The word on the street in the mortgage world is rates will stay higher for longer than originally anticipated. This time last year, economists were predicting rates to be somewhere around 5 to 6%. Rates currently sit right around 7.2%, which is actually quite a bit lower than they were just a few months ago when they were hovering right around 8%. Zillow also predicts more people to have locked in their historically low interest rates of 2 to 3% to finally decide to put their homes on the market as they grow tired of waiting for rates to drop. Redfin also predicts new listings will tick up in 2024. They go on to say home prices will fall because supply will rise more than demand will. We've recently seen a double-digit annual increase in homeowners contacting Redfin for helping selling their home, alongside a small drop in requests for prospective buyers. Listings will climb from 2023's record low as mortgage rates lock-in effect eases. Nearly all mortgage homeowners have a rate below the current level. Many are saying to accept that we won't see rates in the 3s or 4s anytime soon, and they want to sell before prices fall. Redfin agent reports that homeowners in places like South Florida, where prices have soared in the last few years, are deciding to cash out on their equity and move to a more affordable area. I actually agree with Redfin's logic here. The main reason we haven't seen prices fall here in San Diego has been a lack of housing inventory. If inventory does rise in 2024 and demand remains lukewarm, we could see a small drop in home prices even if rates drop. Redfin goes on to say home sales will increase and end the year up 5%. They expect 4.3 million sales in 2024, up 5% year over year. The big difference between 2024 and 2023, well, sales will actually be gaining momentum throughout the year instead of losing momentum, which usually happens towards the end of the season. I do think we'll see more homes hit the market in 2024 than in 2023. Here in San Diego, I just don't think it'll be as much as other parts of the country, but I think 3 to 5% more homes seems like a reasonable guess in my opinion. Zillow forecast number 2, home buying costs will level off, giving hopeful buyers a chance to catch up. This one kind of goes hand in hand with the previous forecast. Will rates come down in 2024? Most likely. The other argument to be made is if rates do come down, say by 1%, will that mean that home prices will go up, possibly 5 to 10%? That's exactly what Shark Tank's Barbara Corcoran thinks.
House prices are not going to come down. I believe that when the real estate interest rates come down, when the mortgage rates come down, every buyer on the sideline is going to jump into the market as long as the interest rates come down to 5 or 4%. And houses are going to go up in price all over again. I wouldn't be surprised if they go up by as much as 10 or 15% when that happens.
Oh, wow.
My guess is inventory will continue to rise and prices may post modest gains of 2 to 4%, which will hopefully bring us to a much more balanced housing market moving forward. This past Wednesday, the stock market soared as the Fed indicated they plan on 3 rate cuts planned for 2024 that may equal 75 basis points. This was welcome news for Wall Street as the Dow rose 1.4% and closed at record highs, including a lot of real estate stocks. Redfin, on the other hand, predicts home prices will fall 1% year over year in the second and third quarters of 2024, when we usually see the home selling season is typically in full swing. That will mark the first time prices have declined since 2012 when the housing market was recovering from the Great Recession, with the exception of a brief period of the first half of 2023. That's a favorable shift for buyers. Prices are ending 2023 up around 3% year over year, and the typical home buyer's monthly payment is only about $150 shy of an all-time high. Home prices will still be out of reach for many, many Americans, but any break in affordability crisis is a welcome development nonetheless. Zillow also predicts traditional home buyers will compete with home flippers for homes that need a little TLC. There are no shortage of home flippers here in San Diego. There isn't really a week that goes by that I don't get a text or a phone call from a flipping company looking for me to bring them a deal. Although Zillow predicts a slight increase in homes hitting the market in 2024, we're still far from a pre-pandemic inventory levels. The scarcity means buyers may be more open to overlooking small cosmetic imperfections like an outdated bathroom or a kitchen needing a little refresh. This is not a new trend by any means, but with prices and rates where they are, more and more people may be willing to settle for a project rather than their dream home moving forward. I'm actually all for this idea. When I buy a home, I'm always looking for the worst house in the best neighborhood and then try to fix it up over time. And I often share this idea with my friends and clients. This is another forecast I can really get on board with. Here in San Diego, the median home price sits right around $845,000 in San Diego County, and months supply of inventory sits at 3.5, which is the highest inventory levels we've seen since August of 2019, which is pre-pandemic levels. If we start getting into the 4 to 5 months supply of inventory, we may finally see a long overdue balanced market here in San Diego. We had a huge wave of people move to San Diego from 2020 to 2022 when rates were around 3%, and a majority of them wanted to buy immediately as they moved to San Diego. Flash forward to 2023, we still have a large influx of people moving to San Diego, but more and more of them are deciding to rent first before taking the plunge into home ownership. Who could blame them really? With elevated mortgage rates and high prices, it's becoming harder and harder to buy a home in a neighborhood you actually want to live long term. Well, there you have it. Those are some interesting predictions from a few different sources. Some are more optimistic than others. What do you guys think? Do you think 2024 will be a good time to buy or sell, or just stand pat? I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And if this is your first time to my channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're ever planning on buying or selling here in San Diego, we'd love to help you out. Thanks for watching and catch us next time. Bye.